This is Cool Matt, Jake, and Linkster for the Houston Outlaws press conference. Let's see your questions.
The first question is, do you prefer playing games back-to-back like this week, playing one day, rest, and then another?
Ooh, I guess so.
Make sure you repeat the question.
Yeah, okay, so playing games back-to-back or having a break, I don't really mind like playing back-to-back. It's all about the prep work you do and how you allocate your time. And I think if we know how to allocate our time already, so we don't mind having a day off or just playing back-to-back.
I think the thing about the Overwatch League is that as a team, you can't be the best unless you're ready to do both. You know, you're ready to play back-to-back, ready to play with breaks, ready to utilize those breaks when you have them, but also be fine when you don't. And I think that adaptability is what is going to become really, really important in the Overwatch League. And I think it's something that we've been working on really hard. And like Linkster said, it's all about allocating your time. You know, work smarter, not harder. And a little bit harder, too.
Second question, did a lot of the momentum and energy carry from yesterday's win into today's?
I guess so. I think we didn't really go on a momentum. We based all our confidence and like strategies like to the hard work we already did before the match. I don't feel like we carried any momentum. We built the momentum from ground up. We go from each map and each situation from like a completely level-headed perspective, and we use that mentality to get these wins.
Just to add to that, I think that for me, yesterday's match was important for our morale, but even more importantly, it allowed us to play on stage and provide like content that like hit our strats. And so we approached Shanghai with the kind of the intention of throwing off fuel so they couldn't prep for us. And so that match actually was very beneficial to us in that sense.
Next question, what changed between your preseason game against Fuel versus today's game?
Oof.
I think I can't speak for if Fuel has changed at all, or, improvement or losing wise. I think for us, it's just been just a total tectonic shift in how we're approaching the game. I think in the beginning we were confident, and honestly we were a little bit lax. Like we were a little more, we're relying on our skill as individuals to win scrims and to win matches. And it was kind of like if we made enough plays we could win, but if we didn't we would lose. And I think what we came to realize, especially with our defeats and the first two matches of the season, what we came to realize was that that's just not going to cut it, and that in the Overwatch League it's all about playing as a unit, playing as a team. And I think that's the most fundamental adjustment we've made, is that every strategy we do, every movement we make, every player's decision-making process is fundamentally guided by how can I sustain the team, how do I get value for the team, how do we accomplish the objective. And I think kind of almost rebuilding the way we think about the game has been amazing for us. I think we have a ton of improvements in mind. Like we still have all these places that we could improve and get better, all these flaws in our gameplay that we're going to fix. And I think for us, the trend is only going to be upward.
I think the loss against Fusion as well was like the greatest motivator any of us could have. Since that loss, we have honestly worked nonstop, and we're 15, 16 hours a day, all kinds of team building exercises. We're working at home, reviewing VODs at home after scrims. We're putting in lots of extra hours for individual practice. And so there's like almost a sense of we're almost grateful for that loss so early on, because it really helped us elevate our practice to the next level.
And the last question for you guys, how does it feel to be the winning team of Texas?
H-Town?
H-Town.
Clap.
Sweet, let's get the other guys in here.
All right.
Monk, you want to come in? Yeah. Just have you on the press conference. And Clockwork? Go off there.
Take off the hoodie. Take off the hoodie. Scoot over a bit so we can bring his chair. Oh, sure. Chair.
Is this live?
Yeah.
Alright, so first question for you guys. What map do you believe best plays to your strengths as a team?
What map do we believe best plays to our strengths as a team? I'd say Junkertown. Lets us play all our comfort heroes.
Fatal maps in general.
Well, 2, 3.
So yeah, Junkertown. So payload maps in general.
I think Junkertown just fits us.
Yeah,
with
just
cheese.
Junkertown is like
Yeah.
the best map for us.
Cheese. No?
How will you be celebrating your Texas dominance tonight?
How will we be celebrating our Texas dominance tonight?
Food.
Going out for a big
Yeah.
dinner.
All
for the
we
team.
do is eat food, man. That's like all our leisure time.
Eat food, play Overwatch.
Yeah.
Life.
Eat food,
Yeah.
play Overwatch.
Still gonna keep grinding. Like, never gonna stop. Like improving. Want to improve. But yeah, tonight is gonna be like a good dinner, good food, for sure.
Next up, is it ever weird switching from the OWL build to the live build and vice versa? What with nerf/buffs going forward?
Yeah, it's pretty annoying, especially with the movement change. I think for Winston is like the biggest.
If
Like,
Lucio
it's
was
annoying.
not, I would be complaining really hard right now.
Yeah, Lucio like. Yeah,
Like-
I don't know about Lucio.
like,
but
Lucio
I think,
is, like-
no, Winston's,
yeah.
like,
Lucio's like 10 times different on live versus tournament. So I'm kind of happy that he's not meta right now, but if he was in tournament, I probably couldn't play on live because it's just so much different.
Yeah, pretty much. Like even Tracer's like super different. Just everything feels more responsive on live. Just the way they change the movement, and it's kind of like jarring to go from live to the practice.
It's a really good change though. It's just unfortunate it's not on tournament yet.
And then last question: how do you stay focused and not get complacent after 2 dominant wins?
How do we stay focused and not get complacent after 2 dominant wins? I'd say just keep the focus and intensity. Remember the losses that we had and make sure we focus on that rather than our wins, because we need to prevent those losses rather than trying to remember the wins.
It's important to like never be satisfied, especially that early. What matters is the result at the end. It's not the result at the start. So if you keep that in mind, you can keep like focusing on grinding and getting better at the game. Like, you know, having a good mentality in general. Like focus on the end product instead of the result in the beginning. It's always better to lose first than to lose in the end. Because you lose first, you're gonna like learn from your mistakes more.
Anything else? Just say thank you guys for watching.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.